Hello fashion enthusiasts. Welcome back to Modetopia's video. We're sorry for the late updates. Today's video is meant to tell you the unpopular story of Coco Chanel. It is not biased or gossipy, but I simply want to share this information with you. Because from what Modetopia sees while making this video, there is little story that tells Coco Chanel's love story. We made this video very objectively and cautious with the facts. Without further ado, let's get started. At the age of 23, Chanel began her love by becoming Etienne Balsan's mistress. He was an ex-cavalry officer and textile heir, and with him, she was showered with wealth. He often gave her diamonds, dresses, and pearls. Balsan's wealth allowed for the development of social circles, and made Chanel quite recognizable in higher-class circles. However, in 1908, she had an affair with Balsan's friend, Captain Arthur Edward Boy Capel. Capel was more famous and wealthier. Chanel's relationship with Boy is the more popular one, as their unusual relationship gave a sense of grateful for love but will never be enough. This couple had a long toxic relationship as Boy Capel only made Chanel his affair. She hoped that Boy would be faithful to her, but he never was. Even after Boy's marriage to Lady Diana Wyndham in 1918, he did not completely break off the relationship with Chanel. They continued their affair and lasted for 9 years. However, after Boy's death, Chanel surely felt heartbroken and said, "His death was a terrible blow to me. In losing Capel, I lost everything." What followed was not a life of happiness, I have to say. Boy was surely Chanel's great muse and inspiration. He financed her, supported her, taught her, and Chanel surely felt a sense of great gratefulness toward him. In 1915, Chanel met an expatriate aristocrat, the Grand Duke Dimitri Pavlovich of Russia. They had a romantic interlude and maintained a close association for many years afterward. However, this relationship was only an affair. In the spring of 1920, Chanel was introduced to the Russian composer Igor Stravinsky. She offered him a place to live in Bel Respiro, in the Paris suburb of Garches, as Stravinsky left Russia after the war. She developed a romantic relationship with Igor Stravinsky during this time and went on tour around the world with him, unknown to his wife. In Monte Carlo in 1923, at the age of 40, Chanel was introduced to the vastly wealthy Duke of Westminster, Hugh Richard Arthur Grosvenor. The Duke lavished Chanel with extravagant jewels, costly art, and a home in London's prestigious Mayfair district. His affair with Chanel lasted 10 years. When asked why she did not marry the Duke of Westminster, she is supposed to have said, "There have been several Duchesses of Westminster. There is only one Chanel." During Chanel's affair with the Duke of Westminster in the 1930s, her style began to reflect her personal emotions. Her inability to reinvent the little black dress was a sign of such reality. She began to design a less is more aesthetic. Chanel was the mistress of some of the most influential men of her time, but she never married. She had significant relationships with the poet Pierre Reverdy and the illustrator and designer Paul Eyribe. After her romance with Reverdy ended in 1926, they maintained a friendship that lasted some 40 years. During the German occupation, Chanel resided at the Hotel Ritz, which was noteworthy as the preferred place of residence for upper-echelon German military staff. During this time, she had a romantic liaison with Baron Hans Gunther von Dinklage, a German aristocrat and member of the Dinklage noble family. He served as a diplomat in Paris and was a former Prussian army officer and attorney general who had been an operative in military intelligence since 1920, and he eased her arrangements at the Ritz. Chanel had indeed had many affairs, and 8 men accompanied her in her lifetime. However, she continued to establish and reopen her boutique and pursued her passion until her death. Thank you everyone for staying with Modetopia. Please support us by watching, liking, and commenting on our videos. Modetopia always updates a new video every Tuesday and Friday, so be sure to subscribe to us and turn on your notification because we always bring you new information about fashion, luxury lifestyle, and others. See you in the next video, fashion enthusiasts, Modetopia loves you.